If you could live in any fictional world, what would you live in? I would live in the world of DC. And that's kind of an odd choice, I would say, even though it's probably one of the more popular choices of nowadays, I would say, with all the recent movies. But I'm not like most people. I truly love the world of comics, and I always have been a fan of it. Being able to escape into a world in which, everybody can be a hero, or you can be the greatest villain. I don't know. I think it'd just be really cool to travel to a universe where I could potentially be a hero. I could be the Flash. Hell, I could even be Batman. I think it'd just be really fun to be able to live in that kind of a world. Anyway, let's start this week's show. Yo, what's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are all having a great day. This week's podcast is recorded on April 23rd, 2017. I am your host as usual. My name is Elijah. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I know I am. I just got off of work maybe a couple hours ago, and I got to come home and do this. This is what I like to do. So this week's podcast, we got a couple things I want to go over this week. Some nerd stuff, some stuff to give you guys a little bit of joy in the world. Hope you guys are going to enjoy that. As well as a local artist, somebody that I truly know, and I actually work with a gentleman. He's very talented. He's very good, and I hope you guys will think he is too as well. We're also going to be talking about a movie I've seen recently. I just saw Power Ranger a little over 2 weeks ago, and I'm a little late on my review. I know I should have done it a while ago, but I thought I'd at least, give it a couple weeks to think about it to make sure I truly did enjoy the movie. And, we'll get into that as well. Also, as well as that, I'm looking for movies to watch. So if you have any movie suggestions, particularly not horror films, I'm not a big fan of those. I don't really enjoy horror movies, to be exact. So if you could pick anything else you'd like, I'm pretty much open to anything. I'll tell you guys that I've never seen The Godfather. I know I'm going to get butchered in the comments for that as well. I've never seen The Godfather. I've never seen any of the Hangovers. I'm not a big fan of them. I didn't think they were that interesting, especially when I was younger. I wasn't a big fan of those. And I've never really seen, what's it called? Crap. It's a good movie too. At least I think it was, or I heard it was. Anyway, I'll let you guys decide. Keeping in mind, if your movie doesn't get picked, it's nothing personal. It's just, I personally have never seen it. As well as that, we're going to be bringing my sister on, which is going to be really interesting because she's kind of a smartass. She's a little bit like me, where we butt heads every now and then, and I'm sure she'll enjoy. She's going to try to quiz me on some stuff, I think, or we'll do something. I don't know. We'll take quizzes or some shit. We'll try it. Anyway, let's get into some nerd stuff, some stuff that's really near and dear to my heart. I know a lot of you guys may be nerds out there as well, love comic books or video games or whatever. How about that trailer for Call of Duty? I know a lot of people don't really like COD. I'm not going to say that I'm, the biggest fan of it. I do like Call of Duty. That was kind of contradicting, I know. But I do like COD a little bit, to a point. This year's Call of Duty, I would say, was pretty bad. If you guys played Infinite Warfare, you would know. Or if you don't even like Call of Duty, that's fine, but it's a terrible game. But I think the funny thing about the whole thing of getting Infinite Warfare is that they made you have to buy that just to get MWR, which is stupid. If you don't know what MWR is, Modern Warfare Remastered. It's pretty much the game that everybody plays on that, because who really plays Infinite Warfare anyway? I literally call it the ripoff of Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 3 I thought was a great game. I know a lot of people weren't looking forward to the jetpacks. They wanted more boots on the ground. But, it was a great game for what it is. Treyarch does do a good job with that. But that's not the point of this. That trailer, it's going to be boots on the ground. That is awesome. We're going back to the Call of Duty roots. We're going back to World War II. And I think this game is going to be awesome. I think this is what's going to bring a lot of people back. Just the nostalgia feeling of being able to, not jump 30 feet in the air or slide like a ridiculous distance. Like, it's just you and your feet. It's all gun skill. I mean, we're going to get back to the drop shotters, but if you played MWR, you're already going to be used to it. and the people who like to bunny hop. I hate bunnies or kangaroos, whatever you feel like calling them. They're not my favorite, but I hope they have the spring filled in that. I freaking loved that gun. It was so good. It was broken, but it was so good. I'm hyped. And another game that's going to be coming out here soon as well is Prey. I actually have this game pre-ordered, but I don't know too much about it. It just looked very interesting to me, so I was going to pick it up and try to play it and see what I thought of it. But, yeah, guess we'll see. I'll come out with a full review on that one later on when that game comes out. I'll play it for like a week or so, and I'll play it. I've been hearing and seeing a lot of rumors about Outlast 2. I'm not sure how much of these are true and if it's even real. I'm going to look it up really quick because I want to say it's a legit thing, but I'm not sure. I don't want to give you guys some false information. So give me one sec. Oh, damn. It was a trailer. That's nuts. Okay. That's crazy. It's supposed to, oh, wow. The initial release date was supposed to be the 25th. That's 2 days from now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have never played the first one, and I'm going to actually pick it up here probably after I'm done with this and try to play it. Guys, I'm the biggest wimp when it comes to these games. I hate them. Like, again, I don't like horror stuff. I'm scared easily, guys. Come on. I'm out here screaming like a little girl while my little brother's chilling, and he's just okay with it. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of those. But like I said, we're going to play it. I know a lot of people are anticipating this game as well. You know, a lot of the horror genre people. But I think it's going to be good. One more thing on this whole topic of this is Comic-Con. I know a lot of people were trying to go to San Diego Comic-Con. I am actually going to be there. I'm hyped. I got my tickets. The only kind of shitty thing is I can't go Friday or Saturday, which are two of the biggest days, but I'm going Thursday and Sunday. I know a lot of people are like, why are you going Thursday and Sunday? But it's like, I just want to go for the experience at this point. I just want to go there because it's a different crowd. Here in Seattle, I've been to the Emerald City Comic-Con, and it's awesome. It's such a nice place to be. You meet all these cool people, and you mob around with a bunch of other geeks who are into the same thing as you, and it's always fun to get to little debates. I think there was a guy there who thought that the logo on this particular bag was Nightwing's New 52 logo, and I was like, nah, dude, that's Red Hood. Like, that's 100% Red Hood. And he wasn't having it. He wasn't trying to believe me, but it's whatever. I was right in the end. I ended up Googling it because I was tired of him telling me I was wrong. But it was worth it in the end. It was worth it. Don't worry. It was real funny though. I love that crowd. I love the whole nerd crowd. I wasn't a part of it in the beginning because I was the asshole that made fun of all the geeks because I wasn't into it. But I got injured and I kind of just fell into it. I just fell in love with comic books, reading like Flashpoint, which is probably one of my favorite comic books out there. I do love the Flash. I'm a big Flash fan, and this is well before the TV show. I'm an OG. I'm an OG fan. But it's fine. Anyway, other than that, let's go on to something else. We've had enough of the nerd stuff for the day, even though I could talk about this for hours. I love anything nerdy. But I want to talk about this artist. So this artist is a really good friend of mine. I've known him for a little over a year now, actually. And I know this is kind of biased opinion on, supporting him, but there will be more local people being on here, I think. Like I said, I'm trying to do a lot of local people because I know a lot of local artists are trying to be famous. Hell, if you guys even have any suggestions, if you want to be featured, send me something, send me some of your art, send me what you do, and maybe one day I'll decide to put you on here. Well, we'll see. Anyway, so this artist's name is Riley Doyle. He is a brilliant artist. He is amazing. I truly love his art. I think he's overly talented, and doesn't give himself credit for what he's good at. I think he could go all the way. I really think he needs to do an art show, and he needs to get this stuff going. I'm going to try to insert some pictures here. I hope I get it right. I don't know if I will. If I don't, I'm going to leave a link down in the description for you guys to go check out his page and, tell me what you think. Go send him some love. Maybe even see if there's a chance that we can get him actually to do a art show. I would love to see this. I actually might talk to him about that soon. I'll see what he's doing tomorrow. But other than that, this dude's phenomenal. He does a lot of paintings. I know he's phenomenal with painting. So looking at some of his art right now, I am going to click on his painting section. He actually did a really, really good self-portrait. It's beautiful, but I don't know if it's on here. It might be. I don't know. Let's see. Wow. Damn. I'm going to have to go talk to him because some of these are just, they're gorgeous. I wonder if he still has some of them. I hope he does. I don't think he'd get rid of them. He actually went to a school here in Seattle, which is kind of crazy because the schools here are not that great, but this school, damn, like, they know their shit. This is dope. Wow. Anyway, I know you guys probably can't see it. If you guys can, I hope that you guys can. Anyway, other than that, his art is beautiful. I really hope he does go far with the whole art scene and, being an artist. I know this is kind of a hard, what's the word I'm looking for here? Hard, like, industry to get into because everybody nowadays is trying to be an artist. Everybody wants to be, the next big Kanye, the next big, I don't know, Andy Warhol, Pixar owner. Everybody wants to be something. Everybody wants to be an artist. I mean, hell, even I want to be an artist. I want to be a digital animator. I love animations and I love being, the one to make the product, I do a lot with 3D design as well, and I do a lot of that kind of stuff, and I want to be an artist, and I understand the fact that it is a hard industry to get into. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing something else I love. I love to talk. I love to, tell stories and, be not the center of the tension, but be the storyteller, be with people who just like to sit down and listen to. It's always fun to be that kind of a guy. But not all the time. I can't always be the talker. Sometimes I got to get something that's going to put more money in my pocket, and that would be that. And on the topic of animated and, movies, so just recently the two movies I've seen have been Moana and the Power Rangers movie. So I'm going to have to, it's going to be a minute for the Power Rangers movie because I grew up watching this. I grew up watching those shows. So let's get into Moana first. I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, oh, you probably thought it was a great movie. It was amazing. I did. I thought it was a great movie. I gave it a solid 8. I love that movie. I think it's pretty good. But is it my favorite of all the Disney movies? No. I'm not the biggest, crazy fan. I know a lot of people are, insane fans for this. And I'm not one of those people. I overall will say the movie was good. It was well done. It was, well perceived. But it wasn't for my demographic. It wasn't specifically meant for me. I'm 20 years old, so it's kind of not my thing. I took my little brother to go see it. I wasn't intended to be the, number one, this is what they like, this is what they are kind of person. But yeah, like I said, I gave it an 8. It wasn't my favorite of all the Pixar movies. If I had to pick my overall favorite Pixar movie, it's gonna be Lion King. As generic as that sounds, oh my god, I could watch Lion King for hours and still cry at the freaking part when Mufasa dies. Oh, wait, spoiler. Sorry, anybody who hasn't seen a ridiculously old movie, sorry, I know. I just ruined the entire movie for you. Yes, his dad dies. It's a tragedy. Truly is. Friggin' Hamlet with lions. God, still the greatest movie. Anyway, besides the point, I'm getting off topic here. The next thing that we were going to say, or talk about, was Power Rangers. Oh my god. I loved that movie. I want to try to be as unbiased as possible towards it because, again, I have watched everything. Every Power Ranger show. I was the nerdiest, the weirdest kid in elementary school because I loved Power Rangers. I loved that show. It was awesome. God, I used to fight my best friend on his trampoline and we would go all out, dude. It was not by any means play fighting. It was full on fist fights. I'm kneeing him in the face. He's punching me and we're drop kicking. It was ridiculous. It was insane. But it was so much fun. Anyway, not the point of the story, but Power Rangers. God, there is so much I could say about that movie. I thought it was great. There was some parts where I was like, okay, it's kind of stupid, but overall, God, that movie, I don't even know how to describe this right now. I'm going to give that movie, like, I'm going to give it the same thing as Moana. I'm going to give it an 8. Like I said, there is some parts in there where I'm like, nah, dude, I can't fuck with that. Nope. No, I can't do it. But this movie, oh shit, I'm getting flustered, not flustered, what is the word? Hot over here. Freaking something, I don't know. Anyway, not the point. But what I'm going to say on this movie, and I'm going to say the goods before I say the bads, all right? So the good parts about this movie is the acting I thought was really well done. The CGI is beautiful. The freaking Megazord was godly, and I loved the way it looked. I loved everything about it. The whole, upcoming and learning to trust each other and just, be Power Rangers, just be the hero that everybody wants you to be is amazing. I loved it. I was so hyped for it. I remember just sitting there and watching it with, like, again, I took my little brother. I'm always taking my brother to movies, which is probably why I'm so broke. Anyway, not the point. But this movie and the whole, just trying to be a hero, kind of finding your place in the world has always been one of my favorite things about that movie. And just my favorite thing about superheroes in general, just being able to find, like, their place, heroes, struggling with their powers and not knowing where they're going to start and where they're going to begin, and just ending off being like the greatest of all the heroes. So, like I said, there is some good and there is some bad. One of the bad things I'm going to say about this movie, and it's kind of nitpicky, is I hated Goldar. I thought he looked terrible. And it's only because it's like, if you go back to the older shows, he's like a furry beast. He straight looks like a furry, like, actually. And it's kind of funny because that's not what he looked like in that show. Like, not even close. He was just giant, hulking, gold. I don't even know. Like, he just looked weird. I wasn't a fan of it. And same thing with like I think her name is Riva. I say I'm a fan. I can't even remember her name. Anyway, not the point. But I'm going to say with her, she was a little odd. She was kind of annoying and kind of like, I don't know, just odd, like creepy. Like, I mean, in the old show, she was still just as creepy and just as annoying, but she was just like weird. There's just something about her I just didn't appreciate. It was kind of, odd. Anyway, I don't know how to explain that. She was just weird. And one of the last things I'm going to say, and this isn't a bad, this is more of like an in-between. They need to do a movie with the Green Ranger. Oh my God, that would be great. If the guy who played Tommy could still play him, that would be amazing. I loved that guy. He was awesome. If you ever saw, Power Rangers and Ooze, I think it's like that, or like versus Dr. Ooze or something. I don't remember his exact name. That movie was awesome. The whole just situation and the old animation style, it was like, it looked terrible. I'm not gonna get it wrong. Like, I went back and watched that and I was like, God, I liked this, but it was beautiful. It was, God. Like, Tommy becomes the White Ranger. Dude, that guy was badass. I loved that guy. I mean, he goes on to be in a lot of Power Ranger shows, and it like, his character just never changes throughout the whole series. He's the same dude. He's the, cut and dry, I'm a Power Ranger. This is what I do. This is what I stand for. Beautiful, beautiful character. Loved his character. And, you do get a little, hold on, actually, before I say anything, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it, at the very end of the movie, and you have been warned, I'm gonna continue. At the end of the movie, you get a brief cameo with Tommy and Kimberly. Oh my God, dude, when I saw that, I lost it. I was cheering, I was clapping, I was that guy in the movie theater. Like, I needed to shut up because I was way overhyping just like a 3-second clip of them. But like I said, like, I grew up watching these. I mean, I'm 20 years old. Like, I may not have been like around when they were aired, but like I've seen every episode going into just countless episodes, like, or countless even series. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Wild Force. That used to be like my shit. I used to watch that all the time. Or even Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, what else? Mystic Force was awesome. Time Force was great as well. Another really good show. I'm trying to think. There was one more that I really, really did enjoy, and I can't think of the name of it. Like, it's actually Turbo. That's what it was. Turbo was amazing. I don't know why I was such a big fan of Turbo at the time, but I was. I think it was just kind of like the whole going fast and driving fast kind of thing that just set me off. I was like, yes, like, this is amazing. Like, cars going fast and shit. It was just gorgeous. But anyway, besides the point, I loved Power Rangers growing up. And even now, like, I'm watching all the older ones and I'm like, these are awesome. And then I see my little brother watching the new ones. I'm like, these are, they're okay. I don't see much story here. They're not the same. They're not the same that I used to grow up with. And I hate to keep comparing stuff to how it used to be and how older stuff is always going to be better. And it's just not a good way to, I think, to think about stuff. And like, I'm going to talk about another movie actually, because there is one more, and I haven't seen it, or I have seen it, but like, it was a while ago. And actually, it's actually more of a TV series. And I'm going to say it was kind of a letdown, but going into it was kind of hard because it had three really good shows, I would say. And going into it, like, I was already like, oh, this is gonna be exactly like these three, and it wasn't. It was still kind of a letdown. I'm not gonna argue that it wasn't a letdown, because it kind of was. That would be Iron Fist. I don't know if anybody really likes that kind of stuff, and I know this is still like kind of nerdy, and I don't want to just keep focusing on nerd stuff, but these are movies and shows that I watch. I'm a gigantic nerd. I'm one big nerd wallowing in my nerdiness and never is going to leave. That was a creepy analogy. Anyway, besides the point. Iron Fist. So going into it, I'd already seen Luke Cage. I want to say all of Jessica Jones. I don't actually remember. I might have to go back and watch it all over again. And I've seen all of Daredevil. So going into Iron Fist, I was hoping that it was going to be the same way as Daredevil or even Luke Cage. He's kind of like, I would say Iron Fist is kind of the mixture. He's kind of like the calm before the storm kind of character. He's just very zen, shall we say, like uber zen. Doesn't really, get stressed or anything. But it wasn't like that. Like, it was kind of dull. Like, I hope that's okay to say. Like, it was like it was just a letdown. I wanted it, like, I went into it the same way as probably most people, just like hyping it up, like ready to see some violence, and it just wasn't really there. It wasn't like on par with like Daredevil. Daredevil is phenomenal. I love Daredevil. So is Legion, which is, I'll get into that in a little bit. But like, it wasn't the same. It was just odd. I wasn't a fan of it, but I gave it a shot. I gave it its chance. I'm just now waiting for the Defenders to come out, and I hope that, for the love of God, is good, because Marvel has been killing it recently with the movies and everything else, but has kind of, I'm going to say it's been a little lackluster with shows, because just not all their shows are great. And that's, I just crucified myself right there, but whatever. It's like saying the DC Cinematic Universe is amazing. Really? Like, did you watch Batman versus Superman? God. Anyway, the movie was god awful. Not my favorite by any means. So, to move on to something else that's not so nerdy and so geeky. How about we talk about some other stuff. Let's see here. We could talk about, actually, let's talk about that. Okay, so here in Seattle, there was kind of a sad event that occurred. And I know this whole podcast is, about, bringing good vibes back and just being positive and talking about like cool stuff. Even if some of it, like, just recently was like talking about movies and how they were kind of let down, isn't like the biggest positive, uplifting thing, but like, you know, it gets people together and like they talk and like they disagree and, you know, they have a conversation. It brings people together, brings all nerds together. But here in Seattle just recently, we had a shooting. And living here for, I want to say, almost 5 years now, I've watched crime go up here in Seattle a lot recently. Just really bad, and it kind of sucks, but that's not the point. The point of the story is to honor these cops. They're not dead. They're fine. I believe one is still in critical condition, but they let me just set the story. So there is a downtown area, obviously, in Seattle. And these cops responded to a robbery, and instead of, you know, doing the smart thing as no criminal has ever done, they decided they were going to fire on the cops. And one was struck in the face, at least to the source that I've been using. I've been waiting for it to be updated. I haven't heard anything else from it. This happened on Thursday, for those of you who want to know when it happened. I'll leave a description or a link in the description on the story. You can go back and read it. But was shot in the face. One was struck in her Kevlar vest. She's fine. She wasn't, I don't believe she was too injured. The other one is in critical condition, and the third cop was, I believe, grazed. So he wasn't like hurt, but obviously you were still kind of struck with a bullet. You still need to go to the doctor. And they fled, and they fled. And according to the story, right now, one has died, and I believe the other two are still at large. So this happened on Thursday, like I said. So I'm still reading up on it. I don't want to give you guys any sort of false news, because this false news has become such a big issue. I don't even talk about it. That's just shit I don't even want to deal with. But like I said, I want to say the other two are still at large. Last time I checked, that's when they were. And, you know, I know this, like I said, I know this whole podcast is about good vibes and just wanting to bring the you know, whole morale of the world back up, because all we hear out nowadays is death and bombings and, you know, Trump did this, or, you know, they attacked here, Syria's doing this, you know, ISIS did this, you know. I'm personally over it. I know a lot of people are probably over it. I know they're over the fact that there's nothing ever good to hear about. Nothing ever good happens in the world. And I want to be that person. I want to be that person to bring that back. I want to make people smile. I want to make you laugh. I want to make you happy. I want to make you happy just to be alive, just to be in the world in which we live in. No matter how dark and gloomy it is, there's always going to be that light, and we could make that brighter. We can make life overall fun again. We need to get back to that. We need to stop focusing on such of the Debbie Downer bullshit that we deal with all day, and just hearing about it. It's gotten to that point where, like, on Facebook, like, I have to just turn it all off. I have to turn off my notifications, because I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about the bombings and stuff. Like, I don't want to deal with that no more. I want to make myself happy, and I want to make everybody else happy, whether that be through shitty jokes or, you know, talking about nerd stuff. I know a lot of people, and I know that's become such a big thing nowadays, is to be a geek, to be a fanboy, to be whatever. So I want to bring back the happiness in the world. And that's why I chose these three people to be the local heroes of the day. I know that they didn't, like, you know, pull off something crazy, some like FBI SWAT raid shit. They just decided that they wanted to be cops. They wanted to be the protectors. I know they get a bad rep in the media, and I know there's some shit that's going on, but, like, these people deserve to be honored. They didn't have to do any of this. They chose to be heroes. So that is why they're our local hero for the day, and probably for a really long time, until I can find something to top that, because I truly believe these people are heroes. No matter what, no matter if they didn't catch the bad guy or not, they will always be heroes, and they'll always be there for us if we need them. Man, it's crazy to think about just all the stuff that's been going on, and all the things in the world that could be happening, and all the positivity that's going to be brought through us, through our nation of people. If you believe that, follow me, subscribe to me on YouTube, be a fan. We can make life a million times better. To kind of get off of a almost gloomy kind of subject, we're going to go get my sister, and we're going to see if she's willing to quiz me. So I will be right back. Give me 1 second. That took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. So I finally got her. If her noisy ass can get over here. Say hello.
Hi.
This is Savannah. She's my, how old are you again? 16-year-old sister. That's how old you are. Yeah, I forgot. Well, we're going to be taking some random quizzes online. I know you guys can't see them, but I'll probably I'm going to try to at least get it into the thing. So we'll see. Hold on. Give me a second. What kind of quiz should we take?
Which Moana character you are?
I already talked about Moana. I gave it my review, and it wasn't my favorite.
It's my favorite.
See, like I said, guys, there are the slim few. Actually, I'm the minority in this one. God damn it. All right, fine. We'll do Moana. Let's see how well that works. So
You aren't typing?
I realized that. I just think I just typed onto my. Yeah, why am I not? Okay, there it is. I'm typing onto something else. That kind of sucks. I don't know. Fucking. It's East Islander. How the hell am I supposed to spell it?
Moana.
Not the point. Okay, which. I can't type.
You really can't type.
I can't type right now. Moana. Okay, which Moana character are you?
You've already done this.
No, I have. When? No.
Oh wait, no, that's blue, not purple. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Which Moana character am I? Read off the questions.
What is your favorite color?
Oh, that's. I say my favorite color is blue. Blue.
Where would you go on vacation?
Well, okay, so the 3 options are Hawaii, Chickland. What?
Chicken Land.
That's creepy. No, it's Chickland now. That's how you say it, Chickland. I'm gonna go to Paris because Fashion Week is awesome.
How do you react to rules?
I totally break them. Fuck authority. No, I'm kidding. I'm a wimp. I more just bend them to my will.
Which Disney song is your favorite?
Oh, which Disney song is my favorite? Okay. All right, so the choices are Friend Like Me,
Aladdin.
In Summer. I know it's probably going to be Aladdin. I know. Hold on, let me read off the answers here. Under the Sea, Mother Knows Best, which is from, I want to say Tangled, and Part of Your World, and Part of Your World from Little Mermaid. But Friend Like Me from Aladdin is going to have to take it on that one.
What bugged you?
My sister's voice. I love you. Don't.
Butthole.
Well, you kind of are annoying.
I think that's a two-way street.
Yeah, well, whatever. So, what bugs me? When people don't listen to me, when people don't appreciate the work I've done, when something isn't shiny, keep doing things even though I ask them to not. We could talk about that eventually because we both have somebody that constantly does that. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. Maybe we'll do the top things that annoy us and like have people, or not have people, like we won't be able to say their names obviously because we don't want to piss them off. But they know who they are. They will know exactly who we're talking about, which is kind of shitty.
People as pineapples and different types of fruit.
Different types of fruit. All right. Well, I guess we're doing different types of fruit. Back to the question. Yeah, I'm gonna say keeps doing things even though I've asked them to stop because that shit gets annoying. What's my greatest fear? Failure. It has to be failure. Like I hate failing. I see failure like losing. Like I hate to lose. Losing pisses me off.
What failure is?
I know what failure is. God damn it.
What do you want to do on the weekend?
We all know what we do on the weekends. We get turned. We get partying up in here. No. Fuck you. I don't party, guys. I'm a weenie.
They
Uh,
don't even have what you would do here, because normally you just like game, do something dumb on a computer. They just have swim, eat, sing, and explore.
bitch, we be swimming. Not really, because I don't swim, guys. But that sounds fun because I like swimming every now and then if I can.
What was your favorite part of Moana?
The ending actually was my favorite part because that meant the credits were rolling. Dude, that movie was just overhyped. I'm sorry, it wasn't my favorite.
So good.
I'm not gonna deny that it wasn't good. I don't like those kinds of movies.
It was so good.
But I guess I like Lion King, which, like I said, I
Yeah.
love the Lion King. Yeah, I know it's Hamlet with lions, but it's just funny. I don't know.
Moana is like inspirational.
I
And,
don't
like,
give a shit about
it makes your
animation.
dream like you want to follow your dreams more.
Fair, fine, but I really liked the animation. I will give it that. The animation was really well done, and I really could appreciate some good animation. God, I can't talk. All right, animation. Oh, it's calculating. Oh my God, commercials. You guys can't hear that, but I have a headset on and I can hear it, and it's annoying.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's 20 seconds long. Can I skip this?
No.
Well, I don't know what to do here. This is weird. No, it's lagging. Son of a bitch. No. When your internet sucks and it starts just loading. Son of a bitch.
That happens all the time.
I know it does. You know what's stupid is, like, I pay for decent internet and it never happens. I feel like I have the worst luck with internet. I swear. Oh, The Lost City of Z was actually what that was. Maybe I'll go see that. Maybe we'll do a review on that. I'm the ocean.
What?
How am I the ocean? Through loyal and utterly faithful to your companion. To your companions, the ocean does not follow the commands of others. It bends completely independent. Or bends. You know what? You're better at reading. Read this.
Though loyal and utterly faithful to its companions, the ocean does not follow the commands of others. It is completely independent and will only act when it considers the circumstances absolutely necessary. To Moana, the ocean acts very much as a paternal guardian and is extremely supportive. Being responsible for choosing Moana as the world's savior in the first place, the ocean sticks by her side throughout the entire adventure.
I would say I'm pretty loyal.
The only reason you got that is because you said that you like to swim on the weekends.
I know, but I used to swim a lot, though, when we lived in California. Like, when we lived with Amma.
We haven't lived there for 5 years.
So, pitch, please. So what? Like, I still swam sometimes. I swam a lot, actually. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, our grandma had a pool in her backyard, and we lived with her at the time, so we were always swimming.
That pool is disgusting right now. Did you see it when we went to Thanksgiving?
I still have pictures of it.
They don't take care of it.
They don't
Like,
clean it.
it's disgusting. It was it was a great pool. I love that pool. You would think they'd clean it more. Like, I mean, obviously we don't live there, but like all of their other family members do.
But I guess in like the winter and like times that it's not really being used, there's not much of a point to, I guess.
Dude, it was Central Valley. So for you guys who don't know, we are originally from the Central Valley, and
California.
yeah, California. We're from. I said California earlier.
Ignore me.
Yeah, shut up. God, you were here for one thing only. God,
Correct.
I don't even know if they can hear you, but if you guys can, I'll fix all that. But still, not the point. But yeah, we're from the Central Valley originally, and it is hot as hell there. People in Seattle complain about like 82-degree weather. I went to school in 110. Like, shit was ridiculous. But like, I still wore this dark ass hoodie. I think 7th grade year. It was ridiculous.
We're like really surprised he never got heat stroke.
You know, I'm surprised about that too.
Like,
actually, I should literally be dead. Like, that should be a thing. Oh, there's this dumb app that keeps opening up on my computer. Hold on one sec. Close. There we go. Anyway, let's take another one. We can do. Fine, we'll do you. Whatever. I know you want to do it because bullshit ass movie.
I love this movie.
It's okay. All right, you can take control of it, and I'll try to read the things because I suck at reading sometimes. What is your favorite color?
They don't have black.
Because she's an emo, guys. Just to let you guys know.
I'm not an emo. It's a perfect color because it's the most colorful color. You just can't see it.
Like I said, guys, she cuts herself. That's not funny, actually. I shouldn't have said that. That's kind of messed up. Probably because you like blood. Vampire. She's really pale.
It's not my fault. I live in Seattle. There's like no sunlight here ever.
Dude, actually though, there is no sun. Like even right now, like it's spring.
Dumping rain.
It's dumping rain outside. You guys can't hear it because my mic's like not really close to it, and my window's shut. But it was like pouring rain earlier. It was the dumbest thing. That was, I would say, out of everything today that like could have ruined my day. Nothing did. Is that like I love to longboard, and you do too, actually.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, actually, I'm getting a new longboard. I'll talk about that later. But she likes to longboard, and I like to longboard.
I just like being outside. I just don't like being outside when I'm like getting drenched.
Yeah, agreed.
Where would I go vacation though?
Where would you go on vacation? I said Paris because
sounds fun.
What the fuck?
Paris
what is Chicken
sounds
Land?
Great. In Hawaii, I love Hawaii.
But you've already been to Hawaii.
I know, but I'd go.
But
again.
you would never go to Fashion Week. I would go to Fashion Week because I like that kind of stuff. No, it's not. Why would you say like? Just say it.
What? Bombings. Paris is not a good place right now. All of France.
Yeah, whatever. But like, even that. Okay, even with all the bombings, whatever. Let's not talk about that because I want to keep vibes, going. But
I'd probably go to Hawaii again.
Yeah, I would go to Hawaii because it's sunny.
I love Hawaii. I can go boogie boarding and surfing and hiking, and it's just a really pretty place.
Fair enough. Hawaii. No, it would make this easier if I had a second mic, but we're trying to use one right now. Eventually, I'll have a second one. So if you can't hear, I do apologize.
Rules. I don't really. I tend to break them, especially like within schools. Like I was always breaking like the dress code or something. Not like in a slutty way.
God, she wears black and she breaks the rules. Dude, she's a rebel. She's literally the definition of a rebel right now.
Anarchy in the UK.
Shut up. You're not an anarchist.
No.
This girl breaks rules like she stepped on a crack and she thought she'd actually break her mom's back. Like legit, like that's what she thought was a rule. That's her idea of breaking rules, or crossing the street like jaywalking is breaking rules.
It never gives like legitimate specifics on what breaking the rules is. So
oh my god, you're one of those people who like looks for the fine detail shit.
I'm not gonna like go break a law, but if my teacher's like, "Hey Savannah, be quiet, stop talking to your friend," I will do what I want. This is America, and you are oppressing my First Amendment.
Shut the hell up. I think the dumbest thing I've ever heard is I don't have rights in school. That was funny. I actually got in a good legitimately though. I think I told you this when I got into a giant argument with one of my teachers over it. I think I remember telling everybody this.
Yeah, but you actually done it in high school.
Which is stupid that I don't want to talk about that, but that's stupid. It's just in general that's a thing.
Yeah.
We don't matter.
Favorite Disney song.
Lol.
Under the Sea.
Please don't sing.
I'm really bad at singing.
No, because like I have half of a headphone on and I don't want to go deaf in one ear.
Can you hear that?
No, I can't. Well, I can kind of hear it, but I don't want to hear your voice. Like I already said, what was the thing that ignored me? That would be your voice.
What bugs you?
Not getting the front seat over me.
Yeah, when I don't get what I want.
I don't get what I want. We got a princess in the building, everybody. A princess.
What's your greatest fear? I'm not afraid of anything, really.
Bullshit.
I'm not afraid of any legit thing. Like, I'm not afraid of going outside and, like, walking the streets and getting robbed. I'm afraid of a spider and, like, clowns.
Okay, but you can't say you're not afraid of anything. BS. That's like saying I'm not afraid of spiders. I am terrified of spiders.
I am too, but I'm not, like, afraid of any, like, real potential situation. I'm afraid of, like, dumb things, like a spider kicking my ass.
You're telling me right now, you go into the ocean. All right, you're chilling in Hawaii. You're just out there boogie boarding, and a shark comes up and attacks you. Tell me you're not going to be scared.
If a shark comes up and attacks me, yes, but if I'm sitting there chilling in the water, no. Then I don't think about it, and I'm perfectly fine.
Oh my, whatever. Fine, fair enough. I'm just paranoid. Whatever.
What do you want to do on the weekends?
Absolutely nothing.
I like to explore.
Really? I'm pretty sure I've watched you sit in your room for 2 days and
do anything.
Nothing.
If in my ideal world, I would fly somewhere every weekend to go see something. So I'm gonna do it based on that. Because other than that, I don't sing on the weekends. I can't sing. I eat, but it's not like something that I do like a main thing, I guess.
No, I just realized.
And I don't swim.
No, I just realized. This is the scene that he throws her off the water. Oh, throws her into the water.
And then the ocean person her back.
So you explore.
What was your favorite part of Moana? Everything, first of all.
We're gonna have to have like a full podcast of like why I don't like this movie.
It was so amazing.
I just don't like. I keep ranting on this. I know I keep cutting her off, but like, just because it's inspirational doesn't. I don't know.
It was inspirational. It was emotion. It was action. It was everything you need. It was a musical.
I'm sorry, but no, denied.
It was like High School Musical, but more dreams and like adventure.
I can't really talk shit because I liked Suicide Squad and everybody hated it.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was kind of bad. Like going back and watching it like the third time I've seen it, I was like, God, there's so many unnecessary characters in this, but they're there. We both know which part of Moana is your favorite, and it's definitely the music.
The music. I sing those songs every day.
Oh my, I don't even, it's so annoying. So my mom has a Kia, and our Kia has Bluetooth, which is awesome. God, there's another commercial and I can hear it again. But this Kia, hold on, I'm gonna mute this because this shit's loud as hell, and I'm tired of hearing it. Why can't I click it? Stop it. Go down. Click. Anyway, not the point. So they have Bluetooth. If you have a Kia, you know what I'm talking about. So obviously she's sitting in the front seat, passenger side. She's gonna have control of her Bluetooth. Usually, that's generally how it works in our car, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Except for when it's me, because I'm more important. Oh my God! Shut up! No, hold on. Let me finish the story, and we'll continue with what you got. I know you're hyped for what you got, but she is literally bumping this like it's some trap or rap music or whatever you people listen to nowadays. I don't know what you listen to.
I'm bumping it like it's Childish Gambino.
Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I have never wanted to cut my ears off so much. Like, I'm not saying the music's bad or anything. It's just like, I don't like that. Like, nope. All right, I'm sure everybody's dying to know what you got. What did you get?
Moana.
Of course you did. Let's read your description, because why wouldn't she get Moana?
Moana, as Grandma Tala describes her, stands out from the crowd. She is adventurous, headstrong, practically fearless, a physically capable. That one's kind of false.
That is so much bullshit. There's no way you're Hey, Vanna, can you do me a favor? So, for you guys to know, we work at a pizza place as well. Can you lift me a tray of dough? Can you lift a tray of dough yet?
No.
Of course you can.
I can barely grab the tomatoes.
Oh my God, the tomatoes. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see.
Though she has moments of self-doubt, she has great pride in who she is, and is generally too stubborn to back away from new challenges. Moana approaches new experiences and tasks with the utmost seriousness and will stand her ground to fight for what she values, even when all seems lost. She can't present herself as an imposing force despite her size, and has beasted the most fearsome beasts and impossible obstacles across the seas of Oceania,
I think it's Oceania.
while relying almost solely on her own intelligence. What does that sound like? It sounds like me!
Not to, toot your own friggin' horn. Hold on. There was a part in here where I was like, you need to stop sometimes. Stubborn and needs to back away from challenges, I think is what it said.
Is generally too stubborn to back away from challenges.
This girl, me and her, okay, so we don't typically argue over petty squabbles. We argue over some of the dumbest shit though. Actually, what was the argument we got into recently?
The world is flat.
Okay, so she's a flat earther.
I am not a flat earther.
You are 100% a flat earther.
I don't think the earth is actually flat. I can just see the possibility of it, and I can recognize it being a legitimate thing.
I think
if,
it's bullshit.
NASA came out and be like, hey, we lied, I wouldn't be that surprised about it.
People don't like that I don't like NASA.
Yeah, I know. There's a quote at work.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so at work, I decided I was going to say I don't like NASA, and that pissed a lot of people off. If you guys ever heard the Rooster Teeth podcast by chance, you might have heard Bernie say he doesn't like NASA and it's just bullshit. I literally agree with that. It's just flowery words that they just kind of throw out at you, and you hope that they'll just believe it. I don't personally believe it. And I apologize if I pissed anybody off, but no. But petty squabbles, flat earther. What was the other one?
Somebody at work.
What was the one at work? Being bad? I think it was that one. We were arguing over somebody. Oh, one of the funniest things I think we've ever argued over is Macklemore. So no, we're telling this. I have to tell this story because it's funny. So, for anybody who doesn't know, Macklemore is he's from Portland. He keeps saying he's from Seattle, but he's actually from Portland.
Is he?
Yeah, he went. It was weird. Hold on, let's see. I remember somebody telling me he was from Portland. But he just keeps saying he's from Seattle, which is. Macklemore is from. Where? Hold on.
Why didn't you just type Macklemore? He's from Kent.
There's no way. Wait, who told somebody? Dude, I think it was like Elise. Somebody told me he was from Portland or something. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't have to do anything. So when his Heist album came out, I was, I think, sophomore year of high school.
Yeah, because it's about the same time we moved up here.
Yeah. So when his Heist album came out, that album was amazing. I love that album. I listen to it all the time, or I used to. I still kind of do every now and then. But Same Love. That was, it's a great song. It's really good. I would say.
Well, it was written right around the time that the gay rights movement was especially prominent, just because the LGBT community wasn't able to marry who they wanted. So when that song came out, it definitely persuaded a lot of people more pro marriage and pro gay rights and stuff. So
yeah, it's a good song. Anyway, besides all, without getting into too much political stuff, because who fucking cares nowadays? But don't raise your. I know I saw you raise your hand. Yes, Miss wants to be a politician, but this song, there's a line in this song,
it
and I
makes
want.
Sense.
No, it does.
It did.
Okay, so I'm gonna find the line, and it is the funniest thing I've ever heard, because we got in this giant argument over whether or not Macklemore was gay, and obviously it doesn't matter what he is, if he was or wasn't. I already knew he was married because his wife is featured.
He was not married. He was engaged at the time.
Whatever, but
when I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay because I could draw and I.
Okay, hold on, because she can't read. When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was great. Wow, I can't read either. Jesus. When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay because I could draw. My uncle was, and I kept my room straight. I told my mom with tears rushing down my face. She's like, "Ben, you've loved girls since before pre-K." So that was the whole base of her argument right there. Like I said, okay, I apologize. I was wrong. He was engaged. I already knew that because my girlfriend at the time loved him, literally idoled him. It was kind of demeaning, but kind of sucked. Anyway, but I already knew this. We argued for 2 days on whether or not he was gay. We were just back and forth. It was
why didn't we just Google it?
I don't know why. Well, we didn't have our phones then.
Oh, we didn't.
We didn't
we
have.
had our iPods and we had.
No,
Wi-Fi.
I was grounded when we moved up here.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't fail school, guys. I didn't do very good. Anyway, not the point. But
we moved up here in October.
Yeah, well, we moved up here because originally it was for something. I think Jason was looking for work, and his name is not actually Jason. His name is Jason. I just call him that because
we have a bunch of weird names for each other.
We really do.
My nickname is Bug, Doodlebug, Vanabug, Bug, and then Elijah's is. Shaisha.
We'll just not go into mine. Shaisha. I don't know. My little cousin used to not be able to say my name, so he'd scream it from the heavens. It was really loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we all have kind of really weird little names or nicknames for each other. But no, it was the funniest thing though, because she just wouldn't back down. She would not just listen to the facts. Now when we argue, we both just have we're not dumb people. We both have a lot of facts to back up our claims, even though some are more plausible than others.
Mine.
Bullshit. We're not getting into this because I know for a fact this will end in an argument. I don't want to do that. But it's always fun to have that kind of, I would say that kind of, I'm going to say rival, not would it be a rivalry kind of? Because we both can just spout dumb facts all day.
No, that's if I want to battle you and we have beef in the past.
Why would we have beef though? Like actually,
that's why it's not a rivalry.
I guess technically it'd be like, well, I mean,
it's just an argument.
Yeah. My mom's learned to just stay out of them because she doesn't know what to say. Like, how is she gonna combat that?
Yeah, how do you yell at both of your kids who are arguing whether or not the Earth is flat or what the possibility of it being? Like, stop arguing about the flat Earth.
Okay, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna put a question into here. If you think the Earth is flat, tell me down below because I'm curious to see what you guys think. I don't think the Earth is flat.
I don't either.
No. You're willing to think the plausibility of it though. Like, I don't understand that.
Yes, and I'm also willing to think the plausibility that the Earth is hollow.
That
one I do actually believe in. I'll give you that one. I do think the Earth is all hollow.
I don't know about that though.
It's such a crazy theory though.
But if you think about it, like volcanoes are connected to the center of the Earth, so obviously it's not hollow. And like just the makeup.
As far as we know, what scientists has told us.
I know that's a whole like what if scientists have told us thing, but like what I'm saying, all right, for instance, if you guys don't know this is just a dumb fact that I'll just give you. Jupiter is actually not a solid planet.
No, it's a gas giant.
It's a gas giant. So you can literally go in it. But the thing is with Jupiter is you could not pass straight through it. There is a solid core to Jupiter, which there's your dumb fact for the day. I didn't know that until, I don't know what. I think I took astronomy. Also, I want to say junior. I didn't stay awake very long in that class. It was very tiring. But that was the one thing I took away. But it's a gas giant. So obviously there is a makeup for a planet. Just like how there's a makeup for a child. You know. So that
was a weird comparison.
Well, I couldn't think of a like what am I going to compare that to?
The makeup of a plant.
Do I look like a botanist to you? Like, actually? Like, I don't freaking know half the time. I just said I fell asleep in most of my class. Didn't do... Yeah, anyway, I'm digging a hole for myself. But... she has, like, this T-Rex. What was that?
Dog digging.
Dog... What, is it because I'm black?
Yeah.
God, you racist bastard. Anyway. But, no, it was, like... Like there's a makeup for a planet. So like saying that the planet is hollow, like I'll look at the theory later because I can't obviously fully argue the theory.
But the thing just with like science in general, like it's all things that have been determined by scientists that primarily work for the government. Now I'm very pro-government. Well, not pro-government, but I like the government. I like politics. I like all of that. But it can be very corrupt at times, and so like especially with like NASA or something like that, like they have motives to telling us why the Earth would be a circle. They would have motives to tell us why the Earth has a core and why volcanoes work this way and how like we don't actually study these things. I know nothing about how like I know my basic education of what a volcano is, but I don't study them for a living. I don't make my money off of it. So they could simply be getting paid the big bucks to say, hey, tell them that volcanoes like magma comes from the core of the Earth or whatnot.
Sorry, I was drinking water. Thank you for your water, by the way.
No problem.
Yep. Anyway. No, that's fair. I'd give that a solid gold star for that one. How about...
Where's my actual gold star now?
Yeah, you'll get it in the mail. It takes 3 to 5 days to get here.
We should have like a little tiny like chart right here that says like Savannah, Elijah, and then the gold stars.
Well, eventually, you guys, I want to make it to where like I have a webcam. I just don't have any sort of confidence to be in front of a camera, which is not like I'm afraid to be in it. It's just like I don't know that yet. I'm still messing with it. And eventually, I do want to have kind of like a studio, I would say, to where you can see me and you can see my sister and you know any other guest I potentially do have on the show. But
that probably means I'm gonna have to put on actual clothes instead of pajamas.
Dude, you're literally in like they look like gym shorts.
I am in gym shorts.
Yeah.
Indiana Skins, bought from Ross for $5 Nike shorts.
Oh yeah, we're getting sponsored by Nike now. I'm kidding. We're not. I wish we were.
But we wouldn't object to it, Nike.
Yeah, Nike. If you're looking for a new sponsor and an upcoming podcast, hit me up because I need shoes. Give me them Nike SBs because I don't wear anything else.
Give me those new Huaraches.
God, okay? Hold on. Before we end the podcast, I want to talk about one last thing, and that is shoes nowadays. Real quick, this is kind of just a random topic, and I didn't intentionally have this planned, but it's just kind of funny.
I love shoes.
I love shoes too. I have like 23 pairs?
Yeah, we each have like 20 pairs of shoes adding on. But the difference is he's more of a Vans guy. And
Like I said earlier, the reason why I'm broke is because of my little brother and taking him to movies. That was a lie.
He's broke because he spends hundreds of dollars on shoes.
I have a lot of shoes.
Yeah.
It's kind of an issue. I know people have way more. I'm sure some of you guys out there probably have way more shoes than me, but like,
yeah,
I got shoes. But nowadays, like Jordans, I'm gonna catch so much beef for this. I already know it.
He doesn't like them.
I don't like Jordans. I'm sorry, and it's just not my thing. I don't like them. They don't look any sort of stylish to me. Same thing with like Huaraches now. Like I can't do it. Like I can't wear most Nike shoes. But Nike SBs, I have these Lunar One Shots. They are the greatest shoe. I love these shoes. And I actually just found them because they discontinued them. I think. Yeah, I couldn't find them. But I did find a pair on Amazon.
Out of stock. Oh.
Yeah, I found them on Amazon.
Oh, maybe they did.
Because I couldn't find them anywhere else. It was kind of annoying me.
Now, me, on the other hand, I love Timberlands.
Oh my god, white girl.
I own like 4 pairs. They're some of my favorite shoes, and I plan on buying more. And I love Huaraches and like Adidas. I'm more of a like.
She's a wannabe black person. Let's just get that out of the way. She acts hood. She ain't hood. She's as white as a. What's white?
Cracker.
She's as white as the snow. Like she's vampire pale.
I'm not that pale.
We're just not gonna.
You know who's paler than me.
Oh wait, she is very pale. Or no, wait, is it who I think it is? Oh my god, we have a really good family friend of ours. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't think he'll appreciate that. But
he's so pale.
He's really pale. It's kind of funny. What did we call him when we first moved here? I think we started making fun of him, saying he like shivered in the sunlight like a vampire or something.
I call him and his wife the White Pages.
The White Pages?
Yeah, because they're both like super white.
Yeah.
So he used to be our youth leader, and we went on this youth retreat with our church and whatnot. And so we would like swimming around, and he takes off his shirt to go swim in this lake, and it's literally like hard to look at him. Like he was so bright.
When did you guys go swimming?
Winthrop.
Was it Winthrop?
Yeah, we went swimming in that one lake.
Why do I not remember this?
Like we were like 20 feet out, and everybody was like struggling to swim, and he was just sitting there, standing, chilling.
Oh, it was okay. That's when I met Benita. No, yeah, that was about the time I met Benita.
That was way before.
Was it?
Yeah.
She's cute. Anyway, not the point. But what's it? Wow, that was awkward. Anyway, crap. Why? I do now. Okay, now I remember. God, next week we're gonna talk about some stuff some stories. I have a lot of stories, and I'll bring you back on because I'm sure a lot of people will like hearing us talk about the kind of stuff that we do, you know.
Yeah, and I can help you get your facts right.
Shut up. I know my facts. I got my shit straight. Anyway, other than that, I'm going to have to end it here today, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy. Do feel free to subscribe. I do have a Patreon eventually being set up here if you want to, support me more and, be active. Other than that, I'll catch you guys later. It's been Elijah.
Savannah.
And I'll see you guys later.
Adios.
Bye.